Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Shake it, but keep pointing out all the lies. Putting the scripture right in your eyes. The Bible guy. He reads Hebrew and Greek and shows you that your book's not unique. The Bible guy. He turns through the pages until every Christian rages. The Bible guy. Watch one time and you're hooked. Now let's watch why the Christians get cooked. The Bible guy.
Howdy, y'all. Bible Guy here, coming at you live from Northeast Texas, and my camera is way too fucking close. So give me a moment while I fix that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. There we go. That's better on TikTok, and that's better on YouTube. So everyone, make sure you tap that screen, share the live with those you love, with those you hate, with your friends and with your enemies. Let's get the word out there so we can have some interesting conversations about the Bible. I'm your host, Dalton, the Bible Guy, coming at you live today from Northeast Texas. And it looks like we already got someone in the box, so I'm going to bring them up. Patty B. Hello, Patty B. Are you at least 18 years old?
I'm, yes, 18 years old.
All right, and what pronouns do you go by?
I'll go by he, him.
And are you a Christian?
I am.
All right, I'm Dalton, the Bible Guy. The Bible's bullshit, Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
Real quick, before we begin, am I echoing for you? Because you're echoing for me.
Oh, here, let me fix that for you. I keep forgetting to turn that thing off. Boop. There you go.
There we go. All good. All good. Yeah, let's go with the first point.
All right, I think the Bible is bullshit because it contains anachronisms, historical and scientific errors, and contradictions.
Okay, what kind of contradictions are you referring to?
Like, for example, the birth narrative of Jesus places his birth at two different the tail end of a decade.
Okay, let's see. Which two?
Matthew,
yeah.
Matthew 2
So
and Luke 2.
Are you talking about how he grew? He was born in Bethlehem, grew up in Nazareth?
No. For example,
go ahead.
according to the Gospel of Matthew, was Jesus born during the reign of King Herod the Great?
Correct.
And when did Herod die?
Sorry. Before. He exactly. Hold up. I don't even remember exactly. Roughly 4 BCE.
All right. And according to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2, verses 1 through 2, was Jesus born during the census under Quirinius?
Do you think that it's possible for them to be mistaken a little bit between the years of all these events happening? I mean, what if Herod maybe have died later?
No. The only reason why Quirinius became governor of Syria in the first place. So, by the way, for everyone who wants to know, that the census under Quirinius took place 10 years after Herod's death, and it only took place because of King Herod's death. Do you know why Quirinius did his little census over the people of Judea? That's another thing. Luke says it's a worldwide census. It wasn't. It was only a census for the people of Judea. But do you know why Quirinius did his census over the people of Judea? By the way, if you leave the screen, I won't be able to hear you. Patty? Patty Wagon. And they left. Man, brutal right off the bat. All right. Everyone, make sure you're tapping that screen, share the live with those you love, with those you hate, with your friends and with your enemies. Guys, we are so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers on the Arwen Show. We're at 960 subscribers. That means we only need 40 more to get to that 1,000 marker. So if you're watching right now, whether you're the 88 on TikTok or the 61 over on YouTube, go over to the Arwen Show, ARWEN, the Arwen Show on YouTube, and subscribe. You would be doing me a huge favor. Christy Covey says, your word is noted. I do note some of my words. That is correct. All right. We got here 1, 2, 3.
Hey, yo, bro. I hope you know, bro. Jesus loves you, man. He's coming back soon. Repent before it's too late, man.
You're a child, and I don't want to talk to you. It's so good now that I mute them up so that the audience can't hear them until I find out that they're like not children. It's fantastic. Host chose pleasure over suffering. Yes, I choose pleasure over suffering. Man, what a revolution. Let's see. Church tomorrow, Dalton? No. I got Jovan's show tomorrow. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Can YouTube hear them? Yeah, YouTube can hear them. But luckily, the people here on TikTok, y'all don't have to suffer through all the slurs and stuff at least. What time? The Jovan show? 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Something bitter about atheists? No, I taste kind of sweet, actually. Not bitter at all. Let's see. Given the choice between pleasure and suffering, I know what I'm choosing, right? How long before conviction of the Holy Spirit stopped after you became an atheist? Well, since the Holy Spirit doesn't exist, it never started. And now, if you're asking how long did it take me to stop being guilty, to feeling guilty for not believing in the bullshit, almost immediately, because if it's not real, there's no reason in feeling guilty over it. Jason, sure, but the Messiah doesn't exist. No one has ever been the Messiah. There's a single individual in history who has ever fulfilled the prophecies required to be the Messiah. How do you wake up every morning without Jesus? So I have this thing called a phone, and on this phone, it has an alarm. And, that alarm allows me to wake up every morning. So that's how I woke up this morning. Man, these lame ass Christians. At Zach Petronoff with the $5. Normally, Jesus loves you, but lately he's been too busy with getting his nails done. Ooh, facts indeed. And what are y'all saying over here to me on YouTube? Does Dalton the Bible Guy use Video Ninja, or is he talking call? I'm only taking calls from the YouTube side. I mean, from the TikTok side. The only way you can call in right now is by coming onto YouTube and requesting up. Something doesn't come from nothing. Something always existed. Yeah, the universe. The universe always existed. A worldwide disappointment when Jesus failed to return. Yeah, it was a worldwide disappointment. Consecutively for 2,000 years. Without Jesus, how do you get up in the morning? Is Jesus a dingling? Ding dong dingaling. The universe always existed? Yeah, Alyssa. Unless you can give me a reason to think otherwise. Even scientists don't say this, by the way. Oh, Alyssa, you poor ignorant child. 68% of scientists, physicists recently polled, said that they're not convinced that the universe has a beginning. Only Jesus can turn water into wine. Amen. Well, no one has ever turned water into wine. So Jesus was alive? Yeah, he was just a random dude who lived 2,000 years ago. We took a huge L from the Romans. Alyssa came back to cry. It looks like it. Source? Oh yeah, phys.org has a, here, I'll actually pull it up. Let's see. Phys.org. Let me pull it up on the screen. Yeah, so largest ever survey of physicists put standard models of cosmology under scrutiny. And this was conducted by the University of Waterloo. And it said that 20% of physicists believed in an absolute beginning of time with a singularity at start. 5% believed in an absolute beginning of time without a singularity. 68% a hot dense state which may or may not correspond to beginning of time. 4% for other, and 3% for no opinion. The largest ever survey of physicists from around the world released today shows a distinct lack of consensus across many of physicists' most important questions, from the nature of black holes and dark matter to the still incomplete unification of Einstein's theory of gravity with quantum mechanics. You can read more about this at phys.org. Largest ever survey of physicists put standard model of cosmology under scrutiny, published May 12th, 2026. Eat dust. Without Jesus, how do you Cleveland steamroller? Don't know what that means. Is that a sex thing? God is all loving and all forgiving. He will always be here. He is eternal. You don't have to believe, said Halen. Nah, he's not eternal because he doesn't exist. Only things that exist could possibly be eternal. All these keyboard Christians, but not one able to verbally defend their faith, sounds pretty fragile. Yeah, I agree. The reason they stay in the comment section and they don't come up and debate is because they know for a fact that they don't have any positions. Praying for you, man. Well, thinking for you, man. They're all snowflakes, yeah. Oh, show. All right. David's Run 95. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
And are you a Christian?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. The Bible is bullshit. Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk about?
All of them, brother.
Well, just pick one.
You know what's funny? You say keyboard warrior Christians, bro, but in real life, if you like, you're probably the biggest bitch I've ever met. Like in real life, you're probably the biggest pussy. Like,
sure.
Honestly, you probably are the biggest bitch.
I know you think that. Yeah, this is you running away from the conversation. So, bitch.
No, but it's just funny. You say keyboard warrior, but you're probably literally the biggest pussy.
Pick a point, bitch. Go ahead, do it.
Oh my gosh, bro. You're such a little fucking weirdo.
You're such a tiny dick little bitch, and yet you're running away from the conversation. That's the thing, though, in real life. Ooh, look at that. I have the mute button. Isn't that crazy?
You're the only
Christian crashing out immediately. Man, Christian crashing out immediately. A crash out immediately.
Yeah,
he's so insecure that he has to start threatening violence right off the bat, because that's what Christians do. They don't have good ideas. They don't think for themselves. They just drag their knuckles across the ground and go, ooh, I bet in real life you wouldn't be a blah, 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 blah. But I would say this shit to your face. So David, I'll give you an opportunity to actually like talk to me about the conversation, or you can keep crying and I'll let you just cry in the comment section.
Bro, but this idea that
all right. No one cares about your meta and your tiny dick insecurities. Maybe next time don't come up here and cry. Come up here and have the conversation. That's not all Christians. That's a bad Christian. Well, come up here and be a better Christian. Add Zach Petronoff with the $5. Would you say you are turning theist tears, water into wine? I am. I turn their tears, which is water, into whining. Absolutely. All they do is cry. Yeah, St. Brianna, that is all they do. He ran away so fast and so hard from the conversation because he knew he was about to get dog walked. So instead, he wants to try to call me a pussy. It is what it is. You know, you are what you eat, I suppose. I've been watching Dalton for months. Oh, hell yeah. Why do you think you are morally superior when you also are insulting them? Oh, yeah, because I have never once said that slavery is good. I have never once tried to defend rape. I have never once denigrated a woman to be in second class, but the Bible does this over and over again. So that's why I'm morally superior to Christians. Thank you for the 20 coins, Dippler. I caught up on what I missed mostly. Hell yeah, Velvet. Big W to Velvet. So I always see fridge protectors talking, therefore is a fact. What's a fridge protector? Christians, nor does the Bible. You take everything out of context. Oh, I don't, Alyssa. Come up here and prove that. But she won't. You just proved that you don't know the Bible and you are taking out look, they got the fucking script, guys. They said the same exact thing. Alyssa said, no, Christian, no, nor does the Bible. You take everything out of context. And then ACVA said, you just proved that you don't know the Bible and you are taking it out of context. No, I know the Bible better than both of you put together. The Bible does say that you are allowed to have slaves. There's no context in which that's not okay. Oh, Koresh Cyrus with the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories? Big L. But you know what? They're not coming up. What we call this, guys, clamor pro contextu, the cry for context. It's when Christians demand context, even though one, they don't know the context themselves, and two, the context never actually helps them in any way. Oh yeah, ACVA, when does God allow for grape? Numbers 31. You're allowed to take little girls for yourselves from the Midianites, according to Numbers 31. I would debate, but I'm 41 backwards, so I can't really. Don't know what that means. Hey, divided by 10. Welcome to the Duncan's Disciples. Now let's see how many subscribers we got for the Arwen Show. 963. Hell yeah, we're 20. We got 27 more to go. If 27 of you subscribe to Arwen's channel, we will reach 1,000 subscribers. Who was the first person on Earth according to the Bible or in real life? Because in real life, there wasn't a first person. Human beings as a collective evolved as a species from other species. Wow, I know. I mean, that's a nice little claim you got there, ACVA. They said that was debunked. Oh, wait, we got the guest here. All right. Transplenda, are you at least 18 years old?
Hey, what's going on?
Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah, I'm 45.
And what pronouns do you go by?
I go by he, him.
And are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right, I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. I think the Bible is bullshit, Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
That you think the Bible is BS.
All right, the reason I think the Bible is BS because it contains anachronisms, contradictions, and scientific and historical inaccuracies.
Oh, okay. Now, which do you differentiate as allegorical or symbolic meaning versus literal?
Like, for example, the birth of Jesus, is that symbolic or is that literal?
That's symbolic and allegorical.
Well, really? You don't believe that Jesus was born?
No, not in this world. I believe that he was like the other gods that people believed in and the early Christians believed in before Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, I guess it would be Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John codified as history instead of myth.
So you're your own special brand of crazy. Okay.
No, it's not at all. It's just something you can't.
Did David kill Goliath?
Old Testament, I'm not so big on, bruh. I'm talking New Testament.
Oh, God. Okay. Did Jesus actually get crucified?
No.
All right.
I mean, not in this realm. I mean, it was written as a.
I don't care to talk about. I don't care to talk to you. If you don't believe in the Bible, that's fine. You can scoot on away. No one gives a shit if you don't believe in the Bible. Jesus Christ. Opus Eximium. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah, I'm 48 years old. What you doing?
And what pronouns do you go by?
Are you demanding me to speak of pronouns? It.
Yeah. Well, it is a pronoun that's only used for objects, and I don't
care what it is.
And I don't. Well, damn, they're so mad off the board, right off the bat. So I don't. Chill out. Relax. Come on.
Nervous?
Calm down.
Why are you nervous?
I'm not.
Why are you nervous?
Why are you crashing out?
Why are you nervous?
God.
Why are you nervous? Why are you nervous now? Why are you nervous now? Why are you nervous now? You're muting me, wimp.
Wow. This is embarrassing. Opus, why are you acting like a child? Calm down. You're okay. No one's gonna hurt you. You're okay.
I just got here. You okay? Am I gonna ruin your reputation? Am I gonna break you?
Did you just say, are you gonna rape me? That's kind of weird.
Am I gonna break you? Am I gonna break you?
You want to break me?
Oh, you're so tough. So tough beauty. So tough beauty.
Can we get some?
Tough beauty.
Here, I'm just gonna turn down my volume and also turn off the microphone so that no one can hear you.
Muting?
Not me, not
but
the audience.
You're so tough muting me.
So guys, can I get some baby bottles
what are you afraid
in the comment section for Opus? And guess what, guys? Opus is still talking, but no one can hear him. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Opus, you can come back when you act like a big boy. When you can act like a big boy and not act like a little bitch. But we'll talk to Alyssa. Alyssa, are you going to act like an adult, and are you at least 18 years old?
I am 18.
And what pronouns do you go by?
He, she, or she, her, I don't care.
And you're a Christian, yeah?
Yes.
All right, I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. The Bible is bullshit. Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three would you like to talk about with me?
I didn't really necessarily want to talk about any of those. I just have a simple question for you.
Sure.
Okay. Why do you I've seen you a couple times on my For You page.
Mm-hmm.
Why is your whole life revolved around being atheist, but not even just being atheist, being talking about and being hateful towards Christianity?
Oh my God, because Christianity sucks ass, that's why.
So do you
I hate any system that, you know, promotes slavery and misogyny and transphobia and homophobia. And that also like is the reason, it's the mind virus that makes people more ignorant in this country.
But do you believe in freedom of religion? Yeah,
you're allowed to practice your religion. I also have the freedom to say that you're gullible for believing in it, and that the Bible is bullshit and Christianity is false and Jesus is definitely dead.
I mean, that's what you believe.
Yeah, and the data supports my position.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So you just, that's all your life is about, is just hating on Christians and Christianity?
Nope, that's what my lives are about. It's not what my life is about. I have a life outside of this. This is just my job.
It does not seem like it because you're always on live.
Aw. Guys, the Christians are mad that I'm destroying their religion every day. Man.
No, I just think it's funny that you always talk about it, but you...
Yeah, I'm good at what I do, and I enjoy my job.
Oh, this is your job?
Yeah, this is my job. This is my income.
Oh. Okay.
Do you have anything of substance you'd like to bring to this conversation?
No, it was just a simple question.
Ah, I thought so. No substance. Anyways.
I just said I had...
What's with all the lame ass Christians coming up today? All they want to do is ask me why I do what I do, and also like cry and complain the moment they come up. Man. All right. 3 dots. Are you at least 18? Yeah. And now you're blocked. Now you're blocked for using the N-word repeatedly. Man. I'm disappointed in the Christian parents out there who are letting their kids on the iPad. Fuck off. Crazy. We provided the baby bottles. Who's gonna burp them? Here, let me burp Opus and Alyssa. Oh, sorry, came out the wrong end. Christians are weak with their irrational feelings. Yep. What a kind and loving Christian. They want us to bathe in the blood like them. No thanks. Yeah. Hard pass. And at Brissinger Blaster with the $5. Hey Dalton, I'm a friendly, but I request up to ask about a verse in Job. If not, it's all good. Thanks for your work. Love all you do. Yeah, come over to the TikTok side and you can request up and ask your questions. Absolutely. I take friendlies to come up and ask questions. This guy is so embarrassing. Alyssa, it's embarrassing that you're just a keyboard warrior and you actually don't have any actual points to defend your religion. Yeah. Everyone can see that every time a Christian comes up and they're like, why do you do this every day? Why? Because they don't want me doing it, which makes me want to do it more. So, At Calicia with the $5. Pronoun meltdown. Christians are the biggest snowflakes out there. As soon as you ask them their pronouns, they start flipping the fuck out. Like Opus. Man, craziness. Oh my God. And at Divided by Time with the $99.99. Holy shit. You deserve way more. Tonight's setup is on point. The stash, the dark room, the open shirt, and that music, 70s smut vibes. Love it. Well, I am trying to seduce all of you. That is the point here. And I hope it's working. I hope every one of you are. I hope all of your basements are wet and all of your shorts are creamed. But what would mean the most to me, above everything else, is if we go over to the Arwen show and we subscribe. She's still in here crying. She is in here crying still. Let me show you guys. Here she is. The Arwen show. 967 subscribers. We are so fucking close. YouTube punk in the comment section on YouTube. Go ahead and drop the link for Arwen show. Because there's 162 of you watching on YouTube. That's more than enough. Actually, 166. More than enough to get us there. And also big W to Divided by Time. Today's episode has been brought to you by Divided by Time. I can't join, but I do have a question. I do have questions. I live in Florida. We don't have basements. Oh, but you do, Jamnik. Oh, but you do. Can I know the verse? For what, Rio? Call in, Rio, and we'll tell you. When did you get your beliefs? Which beliefs? My, secular humanism or my naturalism? For slavery? I'm 14. I can't. Ooh, sorry, Rio. We do not talk to children. But for anyone who wants to know, the slavery passages are Leviticus chapter 25, verses 44 through 48. Dalton, can you say the slavery verses? I so don't know them off the top of my... Well, there you go. I just did it. Leviticus 25, verses 44 through 48. And also Leviticus chapter 21, verses 20 through 21. Let's see. I'm Brissinger Blaster from the YouTube, but there's no request button. Here, I got you. Watch that. Oh, wait, you're not able to take guests up. Okay, well, I guess, Alex, you can ask your question in the comment section because it looks like you don't have the ability to request up. So go ahead and ask your question here, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Oh, yeah, y'all. Alyssa is projecting to the max. Alyssa is obsessed with the Bible Guy show. That's why she's still here and still commenting, because she's obsessed with the show. What's your question also, Halen? Yeah, Alyssa, and you don't have to be here. You could have swiped away a long time ago, and yet you want to stay here. You love hate watching me. It's so funny. Did Rio get muted? Rio did get muted because Rio is 14, and we don't talk to kids. The verse that says that Jesus tells you to hate your parents. Let me find it real quick. That would be Luke 14, verse 26. If any man comes to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Where did you get all your beliefs, like, when I'm not trying to be rude? Oh, I mean, like, I developed them by, like, developing my ethical muscles and critical thinking skills. Like, I know I'm Christian, but I like being open-minded. Yeah, well, there's your answer. I exercised my ethical muscles. All right. What about the verse when he lies about coming back to his disciples? That would be the ending of the Gospel of Matthew chapter 16. Jesus says to his disciples that, you know, there are some of them standing there who will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And that never happened. Wait a minute. All right. We got David coming up now. David, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
I'm so sorry. I go by he, him.
And are you a Christian?
I am.
And I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. You said you're a Christian?
Hi,
yeah,
Dalton.
okay.
Nice to meet you.
I think the Bible is bullshit, Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
Well, actually, I wanted to comment on something that you just said about the Jesus coming back before the disciples were dead.
Yes, that's.
And I'm just asking you. I'm asking you a question. In the Old Testament, it talks about Elisha and Enoch being taken directly into heaven. Correct?
Well, it does say that Elijah was taken to heaven. It's kind of ambiguous with Enoch.
Okay. Is it not possible that he was referring to those two disciples because they saw him in his pre-Jesus form?
No, because Jesus specifically says that there are some standing here who will not taste death, but Elijah and Enoch were not standing there.
Okay. And let me ask a question, and I'm doing this in the kindest manner I know how. Were you a Christian before?
Well, yeah. Grew up Protestant. I also practiced Catholicism at one point, and then left Christianity for Judaism for a while, and then eventually became an atheist.
Okay. Is it possible that you're angry at God for something?
No. The reason I left Christianity was because I found out the Bible was false. I can't be angry at someone I don't think exists. I don't think God is to blame for anything.
Okay. Can I ask a really stupid question?
Sure.
Do you believe that Bigfoot is real?
No.
Okay. You don't believe in Bigfoot is real, so you don't talk about Bigfoot, right?
Yeah, but also people don't make laws in America based on their belief in Bigfoot.
Very true point. But no, here's the thing about it is I don't believe in Bigfoot either, so I don't talk about it. And my personal opinion is this: if I don't believe in something, I don't talk about it.
Okay, that's good for you, but this is my job.
And I appreciate what I appreciate that you have the job that you do. I'm just simply saying that for me personally, I believe that Jesus and God is real. And you don't have to believe that way. And I'm not trying to convince you. But I did want to ask, where do you think people came from?
Like the species?
Yes.
We evolved from other species.
Okay. So you believe in evolution?
Yeah, I accept the data and the evidence for evolution.
Okay. So let me ask, and this is another curiosity question. If people came from quote unquote apes, monkeys, whatever.
We are apes, actually.
Okay, so why haven't the apes or monkeys evolved into something more than what they already are?
They have. You know that like the apes that exist today alongside of us, like chimpanzees, they didn't exist millions of years ago. Like all of us, like, okay, evolution works that everything I say the word adapts, it's not quite right, but like creatures survive according to like their environment and the things that are necessary for them. Chimpanzees are perfectly suited for the environment they live in, and we're perfectly suited for the environment that we live in. But like we didn't come from chimpanzees or gorillas. We and chimpanzees and gorillas all have a common ancestor.
Right. Okay. Well, I appreciate your opinion.
It was not an opinion.
Well, I mean, I appreciate your facts. They don't necessarily have to be my facts. Two things can be true at the same time.
Well, not contradictory things, no.
So, have you ever heard of the 6 and 9 method or 6 and 9?
I love 69.
No, I'm being serious. Have you heard of the 6-9?
Yeah, truth? I mean, like, oh, it looks like a 6 to you, it looks like a 9 to me, based on the perspective. But that's not what this is.
Yes. But I firmly believe that two things can be true at the same time.
But two contradictory things can't be true at the same time.
Well, I mean, if you look at the 6, you can't see my 9.
Well, guess what? It's either evolution or magic, and that's not a matter of perspective. One has evidence and one doesn't.
Okay. Well, like I said, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your opinion. And I appreciate you being kind and...
Anyways. 69. We got a 69 today. Everyone put 69 in the comment section. Random inquiries. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, sir, I am.
What's a W-2 form?
I know I sound young, but I promise you I'm 18. I don't know what a W-2 form is.
You don't know what a W-2 form is?
No. I have a job, if that helps. I can answer questions maybe about that.
What year were you born?
07.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
And what pronouns do you go by?
Any are fine.
We'll just pick some.
He, him.
And are you a Christian?
No, I'm not. I just had a question.
All right. What's your question?
I have a very Catholic friend who has told me before that the Bible has no contradictions, and I know that there's different versions of the Bible, so I wasn't aware if like the Catholic version specifically or what they mainly use had any contradictions. Like, I didn't correct him, but I just wanted to know if you know of any off the top of your head.
Yeah. So even in the Catholic Bible, if you read like, which one does he use?
I have no idea.
Well, it does. I guess in this instance, it really doesn't matter which one he uses, but there's a difference in the Gospels according to what day and time Jesus was crucified. Here, you're moving around a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. In one gospel, the Gospel of Mark, it actually tells us that Jesus was crucified on the Passover at 9 a.m. While in the Gospel of John, it tells us that he was crucified on the preparation day for the Passover in the afternoon.
Okay, that would be a contradiction.
Yeah. Or the birth of Jesus. One place is it during the reign of King Herod the Great, and one place is it during the time when Quirinius was governor of Syria, which was 10 years after Herod was dead.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Happy to help. You have a good day.
You too.
Butter, they don't use the King James Version Bible in Catholicism. The closest equivalent to the KJV in Catholicism would be what's called the Douay-Rheims. It's an Old English translation. In fact, the Douay-Rheims was published 3 years before the KJV was. Viking Chef says, yo, what's up, Viking Chef? Good to see you. I was a Catholic. We never used the KJV. Yeah, exactly. Generally, the Douay-Rheims was very popular back in the 1950s and 60s and stuff like that. But nowadays, the most popular translation used, oh man, there's another, the NRSVUE Catholic Study Bible. That's a good one. Yeah. I think it's the NASB. Oh no, it's the NABRE. The NABRE. That's the book for them. Which is the New American Bible Revised Edition. Is the one that's popularly used. That's the one that's used in the English masses when they read the scriptures out loud. They use the NABRE. NIV is popular. Man, I hate the NIV. Even when I was a Christian, we called it the not inspired version. From when I was a Christian, I have about 10 Bibles and they're all KJV. I have one KJV. I have lots of Catholic Bibles, guys. I'm looking, in fact, right now, just from looking on the shelf, I have, let's see, 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, off the top of my head, I see 4 Catholic Bibles. Oh, actually, 5 Catholic Bibles on my shelf. Then the ESV for those who think the NIV is too woke. Are your parents still believers? My parents are still believers. My mom and my dad are both believers, although my dad really uses his religion as a crutch and also as a way of like trying to guilt trip my mom into getting back together with him. It's not good. And my mom, she's like culturally Christian, but she's a very good person. I prefer the NSVUE, but I keep it in my closet. Do you mean the NRSVUE? What about the NKJV? The New King James Version is just the King James Version, but like without the these and the thous. I just got the new revised version and it seems sanitized. I wouldn't call it sanitized. It's one of the like more scholarly Bibles, ecumenical works. It's actually, it's pretty good translation as far as the Bibles are concerned. Or the LMNOP version. LMNOP? Oh man, I'm sitting here having no idea what any of these Bible acronyms mean. Oh, sorry, Apollon. If I see another one, I'll say the whole name out loud. Speaking of LMNOP, did you guys hear that they changed the alphabet song? So it used to be A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? But they changed it recently to where, let me see if I remember how it goes. It goes A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Now I know my alphabet. Now I know I won't forget how to say the alphabet. Isn't that fucking crazy? How dare you take away my LMNOP? I mean, I memorized the song, so it works, I guess. It just doesn't sound right to me. But now there's going to be a whole generation of kids. Wokeism has gone too far. I will say, though, it's clever that now I won't forget how to say the alphabet. Okay, that's clever, I guess. The road to atheism is paved with open Bibles. Yeah. Warmest to Saying says LMNOP. ELLEMENOPEE. It's funny how LMNOP, the word you just spelled there, has the letters L, M, N, O, and P in it in the right order. Love that. As long as they don't add under God into the middle. JKL, MN, under God, indivisible, NOPURS. They can pry my happy birthday song out of my cold dead hands. I don't think they'll ever change the birthday song. There's no fucking way. Before we used the Mary Had a Little Lamb melody, they used many different tunes. Wait, they used to use the Mary Had a Little Lamb tune for the alphabet song? Crazy. The beeps are so distracting. Oh god, guys, I hate the beeps too. It's funny when I do it on purpose. It's not funny when TikTok does it for me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high. Okay. I don't know how to turn them off is the problem. And I keep forgetting before going live to do it. But anyways, listen, it's been an hour since we started and we're not getting any more opposition. So I'm going to do a quick restart on TikTok and hopefully we'll get some more opposition here. We'll have good conversations and not just a bunch of whiners and wieners coming up. Am I right, y'all? I'll see y'all in just a quick second. Do another check on the Arwen show. Ooh, 973. So we need 27 more. I'm going to celebrate if we get to one. I'm going to celebrate if we get to 1K. Guys, if we get to I usually only reserve this for the Bible After Dark show. But if we get to 1,000 subscribers on the Arwen show, the shirt is coming off for the rest of the show. Nipples and everything out. Make sure, everyone, that you're tapping that screen. All right. The Muzz, are you at least 18 years old?
Hello.
Hello. Are you at least 18 years old?
Oh, I'm 24.
Okay. And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him, I guess.
He, him. All right. And are you a Christian?
No.
All right. What brings you up to the Bible Guy show?
You're gay, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Why, are you interested? I'm flattered, but yeah, I'd prefer women.
Is there a specific reason?
Yeah, I just like feminine presenting individuals. I think they're hot.
Mm. Do you think it's natural?
Both are natural.
Is being gay natural?
Yeah, being gay is completely natural. The fact that we see other animals in the animal kingdom also engaging in same-sex relationships tells us that being gay is 100% natural.
Do you not believe in God at all?
Nah. No one's ever given me a good reason to.
What about how do you think the universe came into being?
I don't think it came into being. I think it's always existed.
What happened before the Big Bang? Do you know anything?
We don't know.
Interesting. Do you think it's hard to live your life as an atheist?
No, it's been pretty easy so far.
Like people say they don't believe in any purpose or anything. They just die.
Oh, I have purpose, but I just give myself my own purpose.
Do you wish there would be a God or?
Nah, I'm fine. I think it would take away. I think it would take away meaning from my life.
I agree with you. I mean, I agree with everybody's perspective. I believe everybody is different, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, myself, I'm a Muslim, but I agree with you.
All right.
I think everybody. I'm a Muslim, but I agree with you, and I agree with everybody. More like I'm trying to become an atheist as well. Like, but yeah, can you like answer a few of my questions?
Sure.
What do you think happens after we die?
The same thing that happened to us before we were conceived. I mean, before we were conceived.
So we just die?
Yeah, as far as that's all the evidence seems to point in that direction.
Do you wish there was something after we die?
Maybe more, just a bit more life, but not eternal life.
If I wanted to become an atheist, how do I become an atheist?
Well, you don't try to become an atheist. It's just that you come to the realization that we don't have any good reason to believe in God. Therefore, we stop believing in God.
I agree. I mean, I agree like every religion tried to answer the grand question of why we're here. But I believe there's no answer to that, or we can never answer it. Do you agree that?
The question of why?
Why are we here?
I don't think it's a correct question to ask. I don't think there's a why.
We just exist, right?
Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool that we get to exist.
I mean, yeah, the statistics of us being even alive is really incredible. Do you agree, right?
Yeah. That's what makes it awesome.
I mean, if my father like jerked off the day earlier, I wouldn't be born. That's crazy to think, right?
Yeah. It should make us feel very, very lucky and fortunate.
Why do you think people need religion in this modern era?
I don't think they need it. I think they want it. It's because they don't have the appropriate tools to they don't have the appropriate tools to deal with like grief and stuff like that.
Do you think we will still have religion after some years, like after some time?
I hope not.
So people will always find something to cope.
I hope that as a species we finally like grow up eventually and move on past our superstitious beliefs.
I agree with you. I mean, I think I was an agnostic Muslim, but I think I'm interested in atheism. I would want to read some books and.
Yeah. I suppose if I was to give you in particular a book to read, God is Not Great by Christopher Hitchens would be a good place to start.
I read The God Delusion. It was also really good.
Yeah.
I have one more question. Like, when I ask religious people, like, how do you know God exists? They say like, they have some experiences with while they're praying or some other things. But when I ask them, like, if everybody's gods are answering their prayers, like, how do we know which God is actually real, or is it just delusion.
And what did they usually say?
Well, they said they had experiences through prayer, or they came in their dream, and that's how they are for certain that there is a God, or that their specific religion is true. So how do we know which God is true, or if it's even true?
Yeah, I mean, visions are a pretty untrustworthy way of getting to the truth, isn't it? Because we know for a fact that people see things that aren't necessarily real all the time. Like I remember walking down the street one day on a hot day and thinking I saw a puddle of water. Turns out it was just a mirage. Like we see things that aren't real all the time.
Do you believe like the preachers of religion actually believed there was a God like Muhammad? Did he actually believe he was a prophet?
They really believed. They didn't understand how the world worked, and so a lot religion was our earliest attempt at trying to make sense of the world.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, like today we have science to answer a lot of questions, and obviously not of all of them, but yeah, it was an interesting conversation.
All right.
I hope I didn't waste your time.
Nope. It was a good question. It was good questions. You have a wonderful day, Muzz.
You have a wonderful day. I'm gonna follow you. Everybody follow him right now and double tap.
And also everyone follow The Arwen Show on YouTube. I got it up on the screen. We got 976 subscribers. We only need ever so little more to get to that 1,000 number. I would prefer that you follow her instead of following me. Do that. If you have to exchange my subscription on YouTube for her subscription, do that. All right. Lucas, are you at least 18 years old?
Indeed, yes.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
Him and he.
All right. And are you a Christian?
Yes, indeed.
Oh. All right. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. Which one of the 3 points on the board would you like to talk to me about?
Christianity is false.
All right. The reason I think Christianity is false is because Jesus didn't fulfill any prophecies from the Old Testament, and we have no good reason to think a God exists.
Why is that?
Which one?
We have no reason to believe that God exists.
Because you're kind of mumbling a little bit.
Yeah, he said we don't have reason to believe that God exists.
Could you sound a little bit more like you're excited for this conversation?
I'm excited, yes.
Anyways, no one's ever given me a reason to think God exists.
Well, did you look deep enough to kind of...
I got so deep. I went really hard and really deep for a very long time.
Sorry, you say you really hard?
Yeah.
Bro, that's uncalled for.
Can't help myself.
Is it my voice that's turning you on?
Nah. But anyways, I went really hard, went really deep into religion for a very long time, and didn't have any good reason to think that a God exists.
Did you get a conclusion like dream penetration?
What?
Sorry, when was the moments that you got the...
The moments that I got?
Clarity in a matter.
I get clarity in matters all the time, but no clarity about a God existing.
All right. All right, fair play. Goodbye.
What the fuck? All right, it looks like we need 21 more subscribers, y'all. 21 more subscribers on the Arwen Show. 20 more subscribers on the Arwen Show. And the shirt is coming up, y'all. It's going to get nice and spicy in here. Anyways, everyone make sure you're tapping that screen. You not gonna get it? Get what? She always is. What are you talking about? She's always hot. Christine the Godless, thank you for letting the heart me. Much appreciated. Books on the documentary hypothesis? Yeah, actually, I have one on my shelf. If you're looking for good books on the documentary hypothesis. All right. If anyone wants to know more about the documentary hypothesis, get The Composition of the Pentateuch by Joel S. Baden. Renewing the Documentary Hypothesis. It's a really great book. Joel Baden is one of my favorite biblical scholars, and he goes he actually starts off with talking about the discrepancy between the story of the selling of Joseph in the book of Genesis. There's two different versions. So everyone, if that's the book, if you want to know more about how the law of Moses wasn't written by Moses and was made by 4 different sources, that's the book to go to. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday indeed. At the Bible Guy, what games do you play? I'm always down to clown. Well, right now, the main games that I'm playing right now are games that are on VR because I'm trying to get more fit and more healthy. The goal is to get ripped. So right now I'm playing mostly Beat Saber, Blades and Sorcery, and Vader Immortal on the Oculus Quest 3. You a long way away? Man, way to put me down, Butler. But you know what? I'm not a long way away. You're actually wrong. So, suck a dick, you know? No, you're wrong, Auntie Lydia. You're just wrong. I'm actually really close to my goal. If hell is real, do we go forever or just for a little bit? Forever, according to the Bible. All right. We got our next guest in here, Lola. Lola, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
And what pronouns do you go by?
Zer, they, them.
All right. And are you a Christian?
No. But
right.
You know what? Okay, can I ask you a question first to back up my point? I want to know if you think that women are necessary in society for everybody.
I don't even know what that,
gays.
I don't even know what that means.
Like, would you feel like you're in a regular and functioning society without women?
I wouldn't be able to function without women.
You would not.
Nah, I would hate it if I was surrounded by a bunch of dudes. I'd lose my fucking mind.
So you directly contradict my point of gay accelerationism.
I don't know what that means. You're just an idiot, aren't you?
An idiot? No.
Anyways, you're not a serious person. I don't want to talk to you. That's probably a homophobe, actually. But yeah, I would lose my fucking mind. Like that's the point. That was probably actually a cis dude. And I would lose my fucking mind if I had to spend all day every day with people like that. Ugh. I'd rather go extinct as a species and have only women here than have to deal with just having only men here. He's on his girlfriend's account, probably, or his mom's. You know, mom let him on the iPad too early today. Anyways, everyone make sure you're tapping that screen. Let's see where we're at right now with that subscriber count. Wow, holy shit. We're only 12 subscribers away from 1,000 subs, and the shirt will be coming off and I will be celebrating. His mom is his girlfriend? Oh, fuck. I'm keeping Arwen updated, by the way, everyone. Turn on requests. I want to debate you, please. My requests are on. An atheist explaining the Bible like the Mona Lisa explaining Da Vinci? Nope, that's not analogous whatsoever. Because the Bible didn't create me. Da Vinci created the Mona Lisa, so that was a bad analogy. Dalton, a joke. Alabama, land of 5 million people and 10 last names. All right. We have here you, Vince. So are you at least 18 years old?
What's a stomach with?
Oh, nope. Camera off.
Hello?
And camera off. Are you at least 18 years old?
Hey. Yeah, I am.
What's a W2 form?
Sorry?
What's a W2 form?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, of course you don't. Ew, gross. You gotta play Resident Evil 4 on the VR. Is Resident Evil not like a horror game? I don't do so well with horror, guys. Well, they were children anyway. I saw them when they turned on the camera. Lola, I'm not bringing you back up. Go back to humping your sister girlfriend. Lola, I'm going to decline. No, thank you. I put the whore in horror. Dalton, what? Oh, there's another person in the request box named Lola, who's not actually Lola. It's some dude using his girlfriend's account. He did sound and look too young, but not American adults probably don't know what a W2 form is. All right. $990. We only need 10 more. Man, that's fantastic. Look at that. Amazing. I'm so excited. We've been working hard on this for weeks. All right. Reboot 2224. Are you at least 18 years old?
Hi. Yeah, I'm 19.
And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
All right. And are you a Christian?
No, I'm actually agnostic.
All right. What brings you up to the Bible Guy show?
So basically, I wanted to know are there any aspects of so you know how Christianity has influenced European culture over many centuries, you know?
Yeah.
So do you agree with cultural aspects of Christianity, or is it purely the religious side of it?
I don't care for the religious side of it. I mean, I think some of the art and music is beautiful. Just as just like there's art and music from other cultures around the world that are just as beautiful.
No, yeah. Because at the moment, Christianity is rapidly reducing in terms of followers around the world. So I was wondering what your opinion on that was, basically. In terms of not necessarily people's beliefs, but the impact it has on society. Because up until maybe, a couple of decades, 60 years, majority of Europe and the Western world was Christian, Christian values and whatnot.
Yeah,
so I was just wondering what your opinion on that was.
The art that Europeans have produced is no better or worse than the art produced by African peoples or Asian peoples, and I admire art from across the world.
Okay, I see. Yeah, but wouldn't you argue that, for example, in countries that follow Islam, for example, in Sharia law, they treat people certain groups of people much more harshly than
They do.
Christians have, especially in recent years.
Well,
so wouldn't you argue that that element is superior?
Well, no, Enlightenment values are why Christian countries don't treat people as harshly. Christian countries did not treat people very well during like the Dark Ages, for example. And also, there's also colonization where we raped and pillaged a bunch of native peoples. So not very good. We were savages in this country.
Well, I think, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, many groups have done that over the years. Like, it's not just Christians that have done that. Like, in fact, the spread of Christianity was much more peaceful.
Europeans were not any better than any other. This is getting really close to being white people are better than other cultures, and I'm not.
No, it's not that. I'm talking purely about Christianity. Like, anybody can be Christian.
Yeah, that's making me very uncomfortable. I'm not for that. No, am I wrong? Was anyone else getting that vibe from the caller? Yeah. Just making sure I'm not crazy. All right, GB Hewitt, are you at least 18 years old? GB, are you at least 18 years old? Yeah, 5 seconds to answer before I drop you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. I'm so fucking over summer. Dan, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
All right. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. Which one of the 3 topics on the board would you like to talk about?
Well, I guess technically, about the Bible and about Jesus, really. I'm an atheist, just to set that aside real quick. I just wanted to get your opinion on, because a lot of times when I speak with Christians regarding whether or not Jesus ever claimed to be God, they always point to the book of John, obviously. I'm curious, is your take that John's just not reliable? Or is your take that, when Jesus says, I and the Father are one, or before Abraham was I am, do you have an explanation for that?
Yeah, so the Gospel of John definitely does not teach that Jesus is ontologically identical with Yahweh. What it's doing is presenting actually a much more nuanced position that was more familiar with Judaism in that. So for example, when Jesus says, I and the Father are one, we get an explanation as to what that means in John chapter 17, where Jesus says, while praying to God in John 17, verse 11, Father, protect them, my disciples, in your name, your holy name, which you have given me, and so that they may be one, even as we are one. So one here doesn't mean like we are of the same essence or same nature. It means that we're united together in like a similar goal and purpose together. So that's when he says, I and the Father are one. It doesn't mean like we're the same being. It means that we're united together. I align my will with his will. In regards to before Abraham was, I am, this is a reference to what's called the divine name. So in Exodus 3:14, God tells to Abraham, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, which means I will be what I will be. And in the Greek, this is ego eimi, which is the word that's used in John 8:58. But there was a belief within first century Judaism and the Judaism like immediately after that you could have angelic beings that were like the possessors of the divine name. So angels could take upon themselves God's divine name and thus were conferred with God's authority. Jesus is merely making a connection between him and the divine name because the author of John is presenting Jesus as if he is the Logos, which if you are familiar with the works of Philo of Alexandria, a first century Jewish philosopher, the Logos was an angel who was like considered like the right hand of God and the image of God. And we even have references to this angelic being from the book of Exodus that has authority because, quote, God says, my name is in him. So Jesus is merely making the claim that he's divine and he's this being, but not Yahweh.
Got it. And I'm not really too familiar with Philo of Alexandria, but how I'm assuming this must tie in somewhere in the beginning of John, where he says, the word in the beginning, the word was God, or that whole phrase, right? So how does that tie in? Because isn't he saying there that Jesus is that logos?
Yeah. So logos. So in the beginning was the logos, and the logos was with God. And the problem is the way we translate the third clause. Christian Bibles will say, and the logos and the logos was God. But the second instance of God there, Greek word theos, it's aneurysm. It lacks the definite article, and it's not being used to describe who the logos is, but what it is. It is a theos. It is a divinity. And we have to remember that theos or God is not a word that is exhaustive by Yahweh. Yahweh alone isn't theos. Even later in the Gospel of John, the Pharisees are ready to stone Jesus because you being of human nature are making you out to be of God nature. And then Jesus turns this around on them and says, listen, it says in the Psalms that you are gods, all of you sons of the Most High, quoting Psalm 82. So whenever the book of John refers to Jesus as theos, it's not meaning Yahweh.
And when he mentions that, isn't it written that you're gods, is he using that same word, the logos? Is that the same Greek word that's used?
Theos.
Oh, theos, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's using the word theos. Okay. Or the Greek theoi, which is the plural.
Theoi. Okay. Got it. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was really, that's the one that really stumps me the most is, before Abraham was I am. I never really know how to address that.
A really good book on this subject, which you can read for free online, is Yahweh's Divine Images, which by Daniel O. McClellan. You can find it on YouTube, on the internet for free. You might be familiar. Are you familiar with Dan McClellan?
I am a little bit.
This is one of his works, and you can read for free online. But also, Dan has a lot of videos on this specific topic.
Got it. Well, I'll definitely check it out. I appreciate your time on this.
All right. You have a wonderful day, Dan.
You too. You too. Bye.
All right. Grapevine. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. And what pronouns do you go by?
Mr.
Mr. is an honorific, not a pronoun.
Him, her. Him, he. I'm not usually into it. Yeah.
And are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. The topics of the day are the Bible is bullshit, Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. I'll put the link to the book, everyone, in the comment section in just a second. And which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
I let you choose. I don't know which one is like the root, you think?
Ooh, we only need 5 more subscribers, everyone, before the shirt comes off. No, I usually let the guest pick the topic.
Well, I think it's good to start with the Jesus is dead thing.
All right, yeah. I think Jesus is dead because human beings don't live for 2,000 years, and it's been 2,000 years since he was alive, so he's probably dead.
Yeah, technically the whole idea of the good news is that he came back, right? That's if you believe it, Yeah,
I don't. So why should I think that Jesus resurrected from the dead?
Well, that's up to you. That's everybody's choice, right? And he says that it means not everybody's choice to believe.
No, yeah, beliefs aren't chosen. You're either convinced that something is true, in which case you'll believe it, or you're unconvinced, in which case you can't believe it.
So I don't make a decision at any point?
No, you don't decide that you're going to believe something. You're automatically convinced but you're automatically believed by means of having been convinced.
So you're saying if I'm split between two choices, the one I'm strongest towards is just my natural disposition.
It's the one that you're more convinced of.
So you only think there's one mechanism for making a choice, which is your conviction.
Yeah.
You don't think there's anything else that influences your decision making?
You have to, take in information to learn, but that information is going to lead to the conviction or lack thereof.
What if you do an action that's contrary to your conviction?
Well, that's just like cognitive dissonance.
But people do it all the time.
Yeah, it's just cognitive dissonance. But you either will believe the thing you're saying or you won't.
But you can still believe and act contrary to your beliefs.
Yeah,
right?
that's just being a hypocrite. It doesn't mean you stopped believing in that thing. It just means you're acting hypocritical.
So it does happen. Both exist where we actually act what we believe in, and one where we're hypocrites, right? So we can accept that, right?
Yeah, but when you're a hypocrite, you're not choosing to not believe it anymore. You still believe it. You're just acting contrary to what you actually believe.
All right. So people can be hypocrites, and some people can genuinely have a conviction and act on it.
Well, no, they can genuinely be convicted that this is true and still be a hypocrite.
So is there a case where they're not a hypocrite?
Yeah, we can just be genuinely convicted and then also act upon what you believe.
So there's two paths, right? You can
the difference is not in what you believe, but in what you do with your belief. But the belief is not something chosen. What you do with the belief after you believe it is what's chosen.
Okay, perfect. I like that, right? So whether or not you believe this, right, is kind of up in the air. The way the gospel is explained is that it's truth, and you may not believe it's true, but that's
the gospels are pretty unbelievable.
I understand. It is pretty unbelievable. What it's saying, the things about it, and I relate because it wasn't until maybe last summer I actually got my own conviction, and I was in science, physics, and I was questioning a bunch of it. But I'm here to show you a different perspective, right?
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So when it comes to assessing the Bible, it's better to do a internal critique, right? You have to allow it to tell its own story.
Well, that's the problem, is that it doesn't have a singular story. There are many different authors with many different perspectives and beliefs. Internal critique. I know a lot of Christians like to come on TikTok and yell out the words internal critique as a way of bypassing any scrutiny.
You're told you should wrestle.
When I do an internal critique of the Gospels, though, of the Bible, I see there being all these contradictions between books of the text, like books misquoting other books to make points, for example.
Right, I hear you. And what I'm saying with the internal critique is not to avoid scrutiny, because actually it says in Isaiah, you're supposed to debate, you're supposed to discuss with God Himself, right? And you will understand. But to give up and say, I get everything, I've read everything, and contradicts it, assumes you've completely digested the whole thing, which I'm assuming you have you?
Yeah, I've read the whole Bible.
Okay, wonderful. And you still don't believe it, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's because I read it all.
I've read it all. Actually.
I even learned Hebrew just so I could make sure I understood it.
So what is the most unbelievable thing about it? Just, as you said, the writer's part, or
Jesus being the Messiah, since he didn't fulfill any prophecies from the Hebrew Bible, he can't be the Messiah.
Do you understand the purpose of the Messiah?
Yeah, because I've read the Hebrew Bible.
Okay, what is the purpose of the Messiah?
Within Christianity or within the Hebrew Bible?
With whatever you believe is more accurate.
Yeah, in the Hebrew Bible, the Mashiach, the Anointed One, is the one who's meant to be the ruler of Israel, and gather the exiles, build the temple, reestablish God's laws in Israel.
Correct. Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the redemption of the Lamb and the flesh?
No, I mean, that's a Christian thing. That's not in the Hebrew Bible.
It's in Genesis, actually. Right.
No, there's nothing about... The Messiah is not mentioned once in the book of Genesis.
So it's been a promise that since we've been kicked out of Eden, that we will get a redemption, a redeemer, right? That will bring us back into His presence. Right?
There's no prophecy about a redeemer in the book of Genesis.
Okay. I'm going to introduce you to a concept of shadows in the Bible.
Of what?
Shadows and cycles, right? And fulfillment, which is why
say that word again.
Shadows, cycles, and fulfillment.
Cycles.
Yes.
Are you talking about types and antitypes?
Well, specifically
typology.
Yeah, typology. Less about the anti-types and more about
I have
the narrative that is repeating until
I have a whole video on my YouTube channel debunking typology. Two things being, one, that the authors of the New Testament were aware of these types and then purposely constructed narratives about Jesus to make the types have fulfillments as anti-types. And then secondly, that we're just really good at finding patterns, even if they really don't exist as humans. We do it even in like pop culture. There's a real belief amongst people who love Harry Potter that the first book, the trials that the children follow at the end of the first book, actually perfectly foreshadow all the events of the following 6 books. But the author never intended that. We're just really good at seeking patterns.
Well, you're coming from the place where you think this whole thing was orchestrated between men, between generations, and they're basically hijacking this whole thing and building on it.
Yes, the gospel author of John, for example, specifically changes facts about Jesus's life to make him fulfill some sort of type that he sees in the Old Testament.
Right, I get that. That's the position you're putting forward. Right, I'm here to suggest that this is, of course, my position. I'm not representing yours, but these things were happening organically, and it just happened to align because it was made by design.
No,
right?
Well, I mean,
So
design, yes, but designed by the authors of the books.
Well, I understand that you're on a different side of the fence here, but hear me out, right? So, for example, if you look at the story of Isaiah and Rebecca, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the bride is selected for the son of Abraham, right? He sends a servant to go find the bride.
Yep.
And the bride accepts, and she's chosen based on her nature, her character. Right?
Yep.
Then you have the story of Joseph. His brothers rejected him. He marries a Gentile bride, right? He comes in. I'm
telling you, dude. Types and shadows are not very convincing to me because of the thing I just told you.
Right.
The gospel authors were very aware of these types as well, which is why they constructed the story of Jesus to fit those types.
So you think people live their life? Oh, wait, you think the whole script is basically forgery? They lie.
I think there are many elements of the gospels that are forgeries. Yes.
Okay, so these people, you don't think they died as well? They were killed the way they said they were killed?
We don't know who wrote the gospels or how they died.
I understand. Well,
why don't you point us to actual prophecies instead? Predictions of the future made by prophets about what will happen, instead of these thematic narratives that you see patterns in.
So the main thing that I think is a thread throughout the Bible is that because of sin, because of mankind's nature, right, where we are right now, we're in a repeating pattern of destroying ourselves and the world, and we need someone from the outside to save us and to redeem us at the end of the day. That's the concept, and that day is coming, and we should.
Where is this prophesied in the Hebrew Bible that the Messiah would accomplish this?
I'm pretty sure Hebrews. I can't speak on specific verses right now.
The book of Hebrews is New Testament. We're talking about prophecies about the Messiah in the Old Testament, where it's where it tells us what, and it gives us a prediction of what the Messiah will do.
Well, for type and shadow, if you want it, just to put that one out there. There's Ruth and Boaz. That story.
No, not types, not prophecies, not types.
Isaiah speaks about it. Isaiah speaks about how different animals that used to eat each other would lay down next to each other. A child would be called a man. A man would be called a child if he died at 100 years old.
But Jesus didn't fulfill that.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the future. It's not yet fulfilled.
Okay, so I'm asking for prophecies that Jesus did fulfill.
Oh, the lamb, the one that where he said he will be cut down. Daniel, then Isaiah as well, where the Messiah would be. Daniel, the 70 weeks.
The 70 weeks aren't fulfilled by Jesus either, because the 70 weeks.
Part where he said the anointed one will be cut down.
Oh no, it doesn't say the anointed one will be cut down. It says an anointed one will be cut off and will have nothing, and that's referring to king, and that's referring to High Priest Onias III when he was killed in the temple.
That's what you would track, but I would disagree. Right?
Well, the whole book of Daniel is about the Maccabean revolt.
Right. I've heard many people place Daniel in different scenarios. I've heard
And also,
Stephen as well.
and also
Right.
in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, if you do the math right, it doesn't get you to the time of Jesus. It only gets you to like 43 BCE.
So I want you to suspend a lot of those things, because what I'm hearing is a thread that's
Whoa,
little
whoa,
tiny.
whoa. You want me to do what now?
Suspend.
You want me
Right?
to
For
suspend
example,
my critical position?
For example, have you watched Attack on Titan before?
No.
Okay, you've heard about it. You come to me, you never watched it, and you give me all these ideas, and I, who watched it, understand where you're off. I'm trying to show you, but you got to allow me to not go through each thing. You got to allow me to tell the story. Understand? Same concept.
The problem is I already know the Bible.
The problem is it sounds like you
you're
think
not-
you know the Bible, but you don't know about the redemption of the land. What do you know about the millennium?
I'm super familiar with Christian theology as well. It's just that I happen to know that Christian theology is bullshit because I've read the Hebrew Bible in its original context.
All right, so what do you know about the first millennium, the first resurrection, the millennial reign of Christ?
According to the book of Revelation, when Christ returns, he will establish a 1,000-year reign on earth, where Satan will be locked away for 1,000 years, and at the end of the 1,000 years, he will be let loose, where the battle of Gog and Magog will occur, and then God will finally judge all evil and throw the devil into the lake of fire. But that hasn't happened yet.
All right, correct. All right, so who else is with him at the time?
The beast and the false prophet.
No, the saints, the people who died.
Are you talking about the devil? Is what I mean.
No, I'm saying that he
Yes,
came down.
Jesus reigns with his saints for 1,000 years on earth.
Right, and
But that
who
hasn't
are
happened. But that hasn't
I know,
happened. Christians.
I'm following a story. I'm building a story here. You gotta let me.
Christians, those who willingly laid down their life.
Right, and also the bride of Christ. Right.
That's the same thing. The bride of Christ is the church.
The bride of
Christ is the church.
There's the bride of Christ, and then there's the tribulation saints. Those are two separate groups, and then there's also Israel, who turn to God at the end. There's three different groups that are with him.
Why are we talking about the book of Revelation? It hasn't happened yet.
I'm bringing you the picture of the promise, so you can get the context of what.
I'm already familiar with this. I don't.
It sounds like you're a little off.
Mike, I'm not a little off. I would like for you to get back onto the topic and show me a prophecy that Jesus has fulfilled.
I'm showing you what has to happen, what's going to happen, and why what he did.
I don't care what you think is going to happen. I only care about what has happened. Show me a prophecy that Jesus fulfilled from the Hebrew Bible that he has already fulfilled. No, no. I'm putting my foot down. No means no. You're going to show us a prophecy that Jesus has already fulfilled. I don't care about what you think is going to happen in the future.
Well, the sacrifice, man. He was killed.
Show me where the sacrifice of Jesus is prophesied in the Hebrew Bible.
Well, I already gave you Daniel. You pushed that one aside. And then Isaiah. There's one in Isaiah as well. Do you know?
Isaiah 53 is not about the Messiah. If you leave the screen, I won't be able to hear you.
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me go find it on my computer.
It's Isaiah 53. By the way, look at that. We only need one more subscriber for the Arwen Show, and the shirt is coming off. And I will be celebrating with all of you. Isaiah 53 is what you're looking for, and it's not about the Messiah.
All right, read it for us.
Yeah. It begins in Isaiah chapter 52, verse 13. Let's see. Isaiah 52, verse 13. And it begins with saying, see, my servant shall prosper. He shall be exalted and lifted up, and he shall be very high. Question, is this the first time the servant is mentioned in this section of Isaiah?
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, is this the first time the servant has been mentioned in Isaiah?
I'm not sure, actually. Go on.
There are 6 times that the servant has already been mentioned in Isaiah, and it tells you explicitly time and time again who it is. Isaiah 41 verses 8, but you, Israel, my servant Jacob. Isaiah 44 verse 1, hear, O Jacob, my servant Israel, whom I have chosen. Isaiah 44 verse 21, remember these things, O Jacob and Israel, you are my servant. Isaiah 45 verse 4, for the sake of my servant Jacob and Israel my chosen. Isaiah 48 verse 20, the Lord has redeemed his servant Jacob. And Isaiah 49 verse 3, you are my servant Israel. So when I get to Isaiah 52 verse 13, and it says, see, my servant shall prosper, who should I think it's about?
Israel.
Israel. Right. So when it describes the servant who 1,000 subscribers, womp, 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 womp. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the here we go. Hell to the yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. All right. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I should think it's a nation of Israel. One second, I gotta text somebody. Yeah, it's the nation of Israel. And it describes the suffering of the servant using what types of tenses?
Suffering servant, yep.
Well, no, what kind of tenses does it use?
You're reading it.
Okay, here. I'm going to test you out on something real quick. If I read to you, he was wounded for our transgressions versus he shall be wounded for our transgressions, what's the difference between these two sentences?
Obviously the past tense and then future tense.
All right. So which one is used in Isaiah 53? Does it say he was wounded or he will be wounded?
You know, the funny thing about that is there's also a statement. I mean, does it say was? Let me answer that first.
It says he was wounded, past tense.
Okay. Right. So then the funny thing about that is in the New Testament, it says the lamb was slain before the foundation of the earth was laid.
Wow. Nice irrelevant passage.
I'm just throwing that in there, just saying.
It describes the suffering of the lamb as if it's already occurred in the book. And again, who is the suffering servant according to Isaiah?
Israel.
So it's about Israel suffering in the past, not about the Messiah.
Right, let me come back at you in this now. So do you believe that at all times in the past, everything was revealed to these people, the whole picture? Like they clearly understood everything.
Well, the Hebrew Bible says that God does nothing without revealing it first to his servants, the prophets.
Everything. I'm saying everything. What we know now fully is revealed to those people then. Isaiah knew everything.
That's what. Well, it said that God doesn't do anything without first revealing it to his servant, the prophets. So if you're suggesting that there's something in the New Testament that wasn't revealed to the prophets, that would contradict what the Hebrew Bible says.
So you think it's not a progressive, it's repetitive? What's in New Testament is the same as in Old Testament because nothing new is there?
If there's something new in the New Testament that wasn't prophesied by the prophets, then it's false.
I'm asking a question. I didn't say anything.
And that was the answer to your question.
No, I asked you straight to yes or no. Do you believe what's in the New Testament is not new to what's in the Old Testament?
There's plenty of new stuff in the New Testament, which is why it's false.
Oh, so you don't believe in the New Testament, right?
I'm an atheist.
Right, you don't believe in either of them. Right? Which is ironic. You don't believe in either.
But I left Christianity because of what it says in the Hebrew Bible.
Wait, which is?
For example, the book of Hebrews, does the book of Hebrews teach that the Levitical priests are set aside for the Melchizedek priesthood?
That one I can't answer. Not, too technical on that one.
He said, in saying a new priesthood, he sets aside the old. That's a quote from the book of Hebrews.
Mm-hmm.
That he is not the priest from the Levitical priesthood, but he's the priest according to the priesthood of Melchizedek. That's the theology of the book of Hebrews, right?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
And yet the book of Jeremiah says that the Levitical priesthood would last forever with all the sacrifices. But who am I supposed to believe? The Old Testament or the New Testament?
I'll be the first to say I can't reconcile all answers, but let me go back to that Israel one in Isaiah. So, there's a huge point why they always mention the genealogy of Christ, right? Like they track
the contradictory genealogies of Jesus.
Sure, yep. I hear you.
The cursed genealogy of Jesus, because if the Gospel of Matthew is correct on the genealogy, then Jesus can't be the Messiah.
Well, let's focus here. Let me talk about this first before you poke a hole, bullet wound with the AR in my thing. Right. So I'm suggesting to you that the idea is that David, the throne of David, was promised to the Messiah. Right. So it has to be a biological descendant of Israel that will become a king of the same genetically descendant people, right?
Of David, descended from David specifically on his father's descended from David on his father's side of the family. Is that Jesus?
Well, Mary is both of them. I think Joseph and Mary are descendants of David.
But is Joseph?
Story.
But is Joseph Jesus' father?
No, right?
So
not
it's
biological.
So why does it give me Joseph's genealogy in Matthew?
Because they want the whole unit to be of the same tribe, right? So
no, like why does it give me Joseph's genealogy if Joseph isn't Jesus' father?
I mean, it's kind of irrelevant to this point. Right?
It is relevant. It is relevant.
Okay, why is it relevant to you?
I have no idea how we could ever make the claim that Jesus is a descendant of David when we have no evidence to support that.
Because first of all, let me land. The first thing is Joseph's seed was not involved, right?
That's the problem.
Purportedly, right? So this is part of the belief, the virgin birth.
That's part of the problem.
Well, I'm hearing you out. Hear me out. The virgin birth, right, is a huge part of the belief, and that allows that line of David to come through to Jesus. Him to
but we don't know that Mary was a descendant of King David. It never tells us that.
Again, you can track that yourself, but I'm telling you she was, right?
No, prove it. Prove it.
Let me land my points first before you poke holes. You keep stopping me, man.
Prove that she was a descendant of King David.
If you're gonna stop me every time I press the gas, we're not gonna go anywhere.
I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna let you build a whole entire argument off of a false premise.
I'm gonna make a note here and I'm gonna revisit it. I'm opening my notes app.
I'm not gonna revisit. We're gonna talk about it now.
Yeah, do you get the point where I'm going with this thing though? Israel?
It's irrelevant if Jesus is not the descendant. If Jesus is not the descendant of David, he can't be the Messiah, and we have no evidence he's the descendant of David.
All right, I'm gonna actually give you a honest feedback on your dialogue style.
Oh,
it's much better.
I don't need your feedback. If I wanted tone policing, if I wanted critiques, I would have asked you. I couldn't give less of a shit. I do pretty well for myself. Now, can you provide evidence that Mary was a descendant of King David? Yes or no?
Respectfully, can you take some feedback here?
No, I don't need feedback from you. I'll take feedback from the people I actually who actually give a shit about. Arwen in the comment, everyone, she says, thanks for the 1,000 subs, y'all.
Well, I think we're going to hit some roadblocks here because you don't let me finish my points.
Man.
So I'm not sure I can help you out, man.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I would love to land on one of these,
I would love to land, he says.
Yeah, and I can revisit your issues afterwards, but if you keep bulldozing through when you get uncomfortable, you're not going to make much progress, you know. But whenever you want to hear me out,
you done?
Yeah, you want me to finish my point, or you?
No, I want you to give us reasons to think that Mary's a descendant of David.
Well, God be with you, man. I think I'm gonna exit the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a belief that the stubborn and the hard heart won't receive the truth.
I don't care. Anyways, hell yeah, we got to 1,000 subscribers. I told Arwen earlier. Oh, Arwen said, and thank you, Dalton, for pressuring everyone to subscribe to me on the tubes. I will always advertise for you, no matter what, because I believe in Arwen. She's fantastic. She's so funny. She's so smart. She's so brilliant and beautiful, and everyone should be watching her show. Absolutely. This is just the beginning. We got so much more stuff coming down the line. Glitter says W Dalton, W Arwen. Absolutely. And then at Insiferium with the $2. Be mean to regards. Be mean to regards. I don't know what you mean by this sentence, but thank you for the $2. Man, what a great day. I had wanted to subscribe before, but I could never catch her at. Arwen says, Arwen is the baddest. Here, wait. Arwen did say, this is just the Bible guy saying this for everyone on YouTube. Arwen is the baddest baddie who ever baddied. 100%. Love that. And second to her is the Bible guy, obviously. I'm the next baddie. But now we just need to get her watch hours up. So that's the next goal. So so the reason we got the 1,000 subscribers, everyone, is because in order to get monetized on YouTube, there are a few criteria that need to be met. One, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. Check. Secondly, you need to have 4,000 valid watch hours on your YouTube channel. And right now we're currently sitting at, let me take a look and see how many watch hours we're on right now. Yeah, we will be. And listen, guys, tonight I'm going to be helping Arwen set up OBS on her computer so that we can start doing dual streaming to TikTok and YouTube. That'll help with that. That'll help with that a lot. Right now, we're currently sitting at. Let me take a look. Switch to the Arwen Show with 1,000 subscribers. Actually, 1,007. So they're still climbing. I love to see it. Currently, we're sitting at. Let's see how many valid. Oh, Arwen! It went up 400 hours today. We were at 1,200 something valid watch hours. Now we're at 1,639. So we just need to get a little bit over 2,000 validly watched hours. Then we can get our girl monetized. Yeah. Oh, did they not mean to write regards and yet they meant to put the T in there instead of the G? Man, Jovan, hey buddy. This was I told everyone if I got Arwen to 1,000 subscribers, I'd take my shirt off. Also, a confirmation, yes, to everyone. You'll be able to check me out on Jovan Bradley's show tomorrow morning with, I think, Jeff from The End of the Species at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everyone, make sure if you see them right now in the comment section that you click on Jovan's profile and go follow them and watch their content on YouTube as well. So I've been meaning to talk to you about Wednesday streams. Oh, yeah. Here, Discord me and we'll talk, bud. He is stripping on my behalf. Absolutely. Love that. What game? Someone said, at the Bible guy. Yes. Yeah. I see that. That's exactly what happened. I don't want your fucking $2. LOL, B, Arwen, LOL, B half naked. Yeah, I'm half naked. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Jovan. Let's see. Jovan, you know who we need to really get on the show? I would love to get, what's his name? Wow, I'm blanking all of a sudden. Someone help me. Curly hair, science guy. Forrest Valkai. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Anyways, man, I am so fucking happy right now. That's fantastic. Everyone, make sure you're tapping that screen. Share the live with those you love, with those you hate, with your friends and with your enemies. Let's get the word out there so we can keep having some interesting conversations. Forrest is out of the country for a bit. Oh, that's right. Was he in Rome or something like that, or was that Dan McClellan? Someone out there is out in Rome. No shoes, no shirt, no service doesn't count on the Bible guy. I see. Yeah, the only thing that's required here is the competency to be able to. You got to be literate, and you got to be able to tell them your pronouns. Those are what's required to be on the Bible guy show. Oh man. Fantastic. All right, it looks like we're going to have to do a restart on TikTok, and we got another hour of the show left. So I'll see you all in just a moment again. We're going to do a restart on TikTok, and then we'll get right back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right. Happy day. I gotta be literate? Shit. Yes, that is the rule if you want to call into the Bible Guy show. You gotta be able to read and you gotta be able to be honest. I don't know who Cam is, Blue Balls, but you know, congrats on Arwen's channel. You know? Envy says Forrest is locked in my basement. What? Yeah. Let's see. Hello to all the people. David's Orbit. The Arwen show is the biggest hit this quarter. It is. Absolutely. Hello, Brennan. Are we doing a Q&N today? A Q&A? Probably not. I'm going to be calling Arwen later tonight, so we're not probably going to have a lot of time to do a Bible Guy show tonight. Like, as much as I love you guys, I 100% would rather be on the phone with Arwen than do this. The chatter is bad faith, so be careful. The chatter? All right, we got here Brennan. Brennan, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am. I'm 19.
All right, and what pronouns do you go by?
No, only two.
Wait, what? What pronouns do you go by?
There's only two that exist.
No, there's lots of pronouns in the English language.
Like what?
Like, for example, he and him, she and her, they and them. Those are third person pronouns.
Yeah, third person, correct. But I'm just saying there's only two.
But there's not. I just listed three.
Yeah, I'm just at third person.
I don't think you know what third person means. When my audience wants to talk about you, will they say, he doesn't understand how pronouns work, she doesn't understand how pronouns work, or they don't understand how pronouns work?
Okay. Okay, so if there's multiple people on the panel agreeing with the same thing, but they don't agree with you, will they say they do not understand, correct?
If my pronouns are they.
Yeah.
So which pronouns do you go by?
I don't think you understand.
Dude, you have to have like the basic amount of like competency to have that conversation with me. We're not moving forward until you tell us your pronouns.
Yeah.
There you go. We got there eventually. And are you a Christian? Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. It's either God or grammar, everybody, and never both. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. The Bible is bullshit. Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
How is Christianity false?
Christianity is false because Jesus didn't fulfill any prophecies from the Hebrew Bible, and I have zero reasons to believe that God exists.
Yes, he did. On the Old Testament aligns with the New Testament. Even Jews believe most of it. So,
what?
I'm going to give me epistemic criteria to support your claim.
So, whoa, slow down, homeboy. I didn't understand a word you said. You need to enunciate a little more.
Yeah, I was saying the Old Testament is aligned with the New.
Oh no!
And as we can see, and as we can see with the Torah, etc.
What's the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood?
Did you read Matthew before you even bring up that claim, bro? Please read Matthew before.
I've read the entire Bible. I've read the entire Bible. So what's the New Testament's position on the book on the Levitical priesthood?
Brother, I said read Matthew.
I've already read the book of Matthew. Now, what's the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood? We're not going to move forward. We're not moving. We're not moving forward until you answer this question. I feel like you're just telling me to read the Gospel of Matthew because you don't know the answer. So, what's the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood? Is it
what do you
forever?
want to know about what I wrote?
Oh, Matthew's here.
I mean, it's a great book. I got it, but what do you want to know about it? I don't think it answers Dalton's question.
Yeah, it doesn't. So, Brennan, what is the New Testament's position on the perpetuity of the Levitical priesthood? Is it forever or is it done away with? Come on, Brennan.
Forever.
It's forever. Wow, you haven't read the book of Hebrews, have you?
Yes. Please read 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. Please read that and be a good boy. Thank you.
1 Peter 2:9 is not about the Levitical priesthood.
Can you just read it?
Here, we're gonna read it, and this is gonna be embarrassing for you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the excellence of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Does this mention the Levitical? Does this mention the Levitical? Does this mention the Levitical priesthood? Yes or no?
Okay, brother. So can we negate the fact that on this?
Does this mention the Levitical priesthood? Does this mention the Levitical priesthood? Yes or no? This is embarrassing, dude.
Bro, why are you running?
I'm not running. I'm trying to get you to not run. Does this mention the Levitical? Does this mention the Levitical priesthood? Yes or no? By the way, this is a reference.
My answer to you.
This is by the way, did you know that this is a reference to a verse from the Old Testament?
Yes, I know. And I'm just saying you didn't read Matthew nor Peter, and you're just bringing up the most silly claims.
So this doesn't answer my question, though. My question was about the perpetuity of the Levitical priesthood.
Bro, you know nothing.
I know more than you. And everyone can see that. Here's the question. Here's the question. 1 Peter 2:9 references a passage from the Old Testament. I'll give you a hint. In the book of Exodus, you know what passage in the book of Exodus it's referencing? Come on, boy. Come on. I believe in you. Be a good boy and answer. Be a good little sub and answer the question.
I'm not answering because they're just going to mute me.
Oh, he's whining now. He's going to bitch out on us.
Yeah, because you're just muting me.
Because you don't answer my questions.
See? Look.
If you're being a child.
So the funny thing is here, Brennan, you stated that the Old Testament is in alignment with the New Testament, and when he brought up questions that shows that it is not in alignment with the New Testament, instead of answering those questions, you simply asked other questions.
Read it.
Would you care to answer his questions about how the Old Testament's not in alignment with the New Testament?
I just said Exodus 19.
Oh, he went and Googled it. That's fantastic. I gave him enough time to go and Google it. Yes, Exodus chapter 19, verse 6 refers to the nation of Israel as wow, I don't remember. Did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours? Anyways, Exodus 19, verse 6 refers to the entire nation of Israel as a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. But guess what? There's also a particular priesthood within the nation of Israel. Are you familiar with this particular priesthood? There's the general priesthood of Israel, and then there's another particular priesthood within Israel that's called what?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm Mr. Smarty Bonds. Oh,
the Levitical
priesthood.
Did you search it up? The single trial? Oh.
No, I know more about the Bible than you do. So
you mean the question he asked you at the very beginning of this conversation?
Yeah, he's not listening at all. That's the problem. He's just waiting to talk. Is all he's doing. So, what is the New Testament's position? What's the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood? The Levitical.
Brother, you just ran from your first argument.
I'm still on my first argument. We haven't left yet. This is embarrassing for you. What is the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood? He's not going to answer, guys. Watch. He's going to keep running. He's going to keep crashing out. He's not going to answer. Brennan, show us that you're not a... Show us that you're actually smart and that you can answer this question. What is the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood?
I don't know. You tell me.
So you
because
don't know.
I keep answering you, and you don't like my answer.
Well, you don't. No, you don't answer. You don't answer me. It's the problem.
Yes, my answer to like 10 times.
No, you didn't. You didn't provide an answer
Yes, I
yet.
did.
What's the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood? You can just tell us you don't know. Tell us you don't know.
I already answered that.
You didn't. You haven't answered that.
I did. I answered one of.
Does 1 Peter 2:9 say anything about the Levitical priesthood?
Brother, I said out there.
Does 1 Peter 2:9 say anything about the Levitical priesthood?
Okay, they're both the same.
Okay, Brandon, if you're going to be a coward, I don't need to talk to you, and I'm going to count that as a run on your part. So to be clear, everyone, because Brennan was too stupid to answer the questions, the New Testament's position on the Levitical priesthood is that it's usurped by the Melchizedek priesthood. However, the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, says in Jeremiah 33 that the Levitical priesthood would last forever. But Brennan made a claim that the Old and New Testament doesn't contradict each other, and then he got immediately called out, and he didn't know how to answer it, so he started freaking out. That's what happened. All right. We got here Clock Sun Purple. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
I do not go by any pronouns.
Ooh, sorry.
Is a pronoun.
The lie detector determined that that was a lie. Could you try again and tell us what your pronouns are?
What? Can you really sit here and deny that demons are not completely not real?
Wow, what a nonsense. Oh, we call that a...
Dude, you're rage baiting.
So what are your what are your pronouns? What are your
are they not?
I'm a demon in the bed. But anyways, what pronouns do you go by? Come on. Oh, look at that sound. Ooh, I love that sound. Sweet
Dude,
silence. Oh yeah, there we go. Dude, what pronouns do you go by?
Synagogue of Satan. That is some weird stuff you are on.
What pronouns do you go by? What pronouns do you go by?
Dude, are you taking amphetamines, dude? Are you?
In Jesus' name, I command thee, give me your pronouns.
Are you a cross-dress? Are you a cross-dressing motherfucker?
Why would that turn you on? Is that what you're into? I can turn myself.
I think he's naked. I think he's naked, motherfucker. Actually,
do you like
projecting.
Do you like this?
You are a project.
Do you like this clock block? You like this?
Right. Dude. You're blasphemizing God.
Ooh, yeah.
On Judgment Day.
Ooh, I'd be blaspheming God all night long. You know, it's so fucking good. Do you like this? Do you like this,
Keep
bitch?
blasphemizing.
Ooh, fuck God.
Keep blasphemizing.
I bring Jesus over every night and fuck him in the ass. And he likes it. He loves getting nailed. God. Oh, now he's calling out. Now, look, that's exactly what he sounds like when he's in bed, right?
God is in control.
God.
Jesus did get nailed by a lot of Roman soldiers.
Oh yeah, he likes them Italian guys. Jesus got double teamed by a bunch of Italian guys. It was crazy.
In control.
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 What a clown. Oh man, I turned him on too much. He lost his fucking mind. I understand. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Clock Block. I much appreciate it. I hope that we get to watch you crash out on another live another time. All right. Hopefully this next person won't be an absolute idiot. All right, Julian, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I'm 20.
And what pronouns do you go by?
Either he, him, or he, they, or whatever. I don't mind any pronouns.
And are you a Christian?
No, I'm
right.
not.
What brings you to the Bible Guy Show?
Honestly, I just think you're really funny. Thank you for, doing what you do. That's all.
Hey,
have a good day.
Appreciate it. You have a wonderful day, bud. Yeah, big W. We have some super chats here from, we have my glasses on, at Zach Petronov with the $5. If you show us the Bible Guy's toes, I promise we will be at 10 plus minutes of Arwen's videos. You'll watch 10 minutes of Arwen's videos for toes? I don't know if 10 minutes is enough, bud. If you promise to watch 1,000 minutes, 1,000 hours of Arwen's content, maybe I'll do it. I gotta see. We gotta get to that 4,000 valid watch hours by the end of the day. I don't think that's gonna happen. And at Calicia with the $5 pronoun fail number 2. Yep, because they're big snowflakes. All these Christians are snowflakes. All right, XV1. Are you at least 18 years old?
Is this a Christian life?
No. What does it say above my head?
How is Christianity false?
What does it say above my head? Right here.
How is Christianity false?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. You have to answer my first 3 questions, being, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
And are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Very good. And the reason Christianity is false is because Jesus doesn't fulfill any prophecies from the Hebrew Bible, and no one's ever given me a good reason to think that God exists.
So Jesus came to fulfill it, not to abolish a law.
That's irrelevant to what I just asked.
So what's your argument?
Jesus didn't fulfill any prophecies from the Old Testament.
Can you provide evidence?
No, that's the part where you provide me with a prophecy that he did fulfill.
But you made a claim.
Yeah, the only way I could, obviously, reasonably, it would be impossible for me to show you the prophecy. I mean, I can tell you, he didn't bring world peace, Isaiah chapter 2. He didn't build the temple, Zechariah chapter 6. He didn't usher in the lost sheep of the house of Israel, that's Ezekiel chapter 38. So, but could you just provide us with one prophecy he did fulfill?
What do you mean he didn't usher in the lost sheep?
Yeah, the Jewish people are still all over the planet. They're not all in the land of Israel.
Yeah, but they didn't believe in the Messiah, so
irrelevant. Nothing in the Hebrew Bible says that people. Relevant. It says nowhere in the Hebrew Bible that you have to believe in the Messiah for to be brought back to the land of Israel. God simply says that He is going to stretch forth His hand and gather all of the children of Israel from the 4 corners of the world and bring them back to the land of Israel. It says it doesn't make any exceptions.
But the 12 tribes are the new Israel, so
there's no such thing as there's no such thing as the new Israel. There's just Israel.
So what is the current state of Israel then?
The currency? What does this have to do with the question? Is this?
Just answer the question.
Shekels. Now let's get back to the conversation. What prophecies?
No, just answer the question. Bro.
I just did. What prophecies did Jesus fulfill?
Can you answer the question? No.
I already did. What prophecies did Jesus fulfill? Fucking A. No reading. No listening skills on these people. I swear to God.
He fulfilled many things.
Okay, then name one.
Like what?
Like you being a dickhead.
Where's that prophesied in the Hebrew Bible? Also, that's not about the Messiah.
Jesus made me a dickhead?
Interesting. I mean, it says that we're made in the image of God, so if I'm a dickhead, maybe it's because your God's a dickhead. Interesting.
I mean, it's because you're a queer bitch, you sissy boy.
Does that make you
sissy bitch?
Does that make you
you sissy bitch?
Ooh, someone's closeted. I mean, listen, self-hating. Oh, he ran away. Man, these Christians suck ass today. Can we get one Christian who's not going to be a complete baby? Clockblock is back. Clockblock, are you ready to have a grown-up conversation with us?
In the name of Jesus Christ, flee.
So that's going to be a no, right?
In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you, give us your pronouns.
In the name of Jesus Christ, spread them booty cheeks. you going to obey Jesus? I'm getting a word from God right now. God's saying that Clock Block is a sub who likes to bend over and take it from his partner. Good for you, bud. Big W for you. Peggy approved.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, we love blasphemy.
Would you like to see how easy it is to give pronouns? So, Clock Block, this is how it works.
Yeah.
Most people, I prefer calling me he, him.
Projection.
If they're using third person pronouns, he or him works perfectly. But for you, you can refer to me as the definite article. You can refer to me as the Matthew.
I go by he, him. What do you go by, Clock Block?
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. None of those were pronouns. Anyways, lost your privileges to talk to me for the rest of the day. Napoleon, are you at least 18 years old? Napoleon, are you at least 18 years old?
No, but I'm a nigger. Nigger.
It's lucky for me. I mean, luckily the audience wasn't able to hear that on TikTok because I had them muted. Like, luckily, Matthew, this is such a nice little thing that on TikTok, there's a little button that I can push on the PC that keeps it to where the audience cannot hear what the person says until I undo it.
I know, it's such a wonderful thing. I watched you do this recently, and it's amazing to watch because I can just tell that they're crashing out.
Yeah.
And the audience has no clue what's going on. It's just silent and peaceful.
Oh, yeah. I would rather not subject my audience to that if I can. Let's talk to a Christian, another Christian here, hopefully. We'll see if they'll crash out. Christian, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I'm 18 and I'm male.
I don't care about whether or not you're male. What pronouns do you go by?
I'm male. I go by he.
Oh, he, him. There you go. And then, are you a Christian?
Yes, I'm Christian.
All right, I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. The Bible is bullshit, Christianity is false, and Jesus is dead. Which one of these three topics would you like to talk to me about?
So you deny the divinity of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, or what?
Oh yeah, he was just a Jewish guy who took a huge L from the Romans.
You deny divinity? So
yeah.
You believe the Bible? Man.
Calm down,
Oh yeah,
Christian.
so you believe the Bible says that he is? Shut up. Anyway, do you believe that he is?
Maybe I need to remind you of something, bitch. But
this is my show.
I don't think you're in control here, man.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is with the hubris of Christian? Why is it that all of you think that you run the show? I don't understand. Aren't y'all supposed to be humble and like lambs instead of like being like these dickheads? So anyways,
it's especially strange too because we like honestly and respectfully answered the question he asked. Do we not believe that Jesus is Lord and Savior? No, we do not. We believe that Jesus was simply a Jewish man.
You've made about our faith, and I have taken it to be that you are going to be in a hostile position. So can you give a modus talens?
So I'm not automatically going to be in a hostile position. I'm only hostile towards certain particular persons. Generally, if we have good, I've had good like conversations with Christians in the past where I didn't once have to push the mute button, and we had a cordial conversation back and forth where people ask me questions, I answer, I ask them questions, they answer, and I don't give a shit about Mullins, Toland, or whatever the fuck you're about to talk about. Which one of the three topics on the board did you want?
I was hoping you didn't say that. I wanted him to repeat what he said because
here, Matthew.
Referred to the inference rule as modus talens. What the hell is a modus talens?
It's going to be
Can you tell me what that is?
Given that the major premises and then the minor premises are going to be in negation in the argument itself, right?
That's not modus talens.
What are you talking about? Yes, it is.
Motive talens? Can you go ahead and Google modus talens? If you don't even
Okay,
know how to
are you
say
retarded?
the
Can you
word,
please?
I'd hate to think if you actually understand what the inference rule actually refers to. And another curious thing, why are you insisting on the use of a very specific inference rule in the use of argumentation rather than allowing a person to present an argument in their own way, right? There are more than
Okay, can you present
one
it?
inference rule that's capable of used for
Okay, this is
argumentation,
why I'm
correct?
asking. Can you? This is why I'm asking. Can you refer to it in terms of a formal syllogism?
Sure. If we are to use the historical criterion of evidence to determine what ought be thought of as historical reference, then the Bible would not be a historical reference. We ought use historical criterion of evidence to determine what is historical. Therefore, the Bible is not a historical document. Is
So,
that good for you? Is that helpful?
right. So P1 is that there needs to be a historical documentation for it to be
If we are to use the historical criterion of evidence to determine what is held as historical, right? That would be P1.
right.
That's how P1 starts. P2 says that we do use the historical criterion of evidence to determine what is historical. Therefore, the Bible is not a historical document. Conclusion, we ought not believe that the Bible is a historical document.
He left. He ran.
I mean, I give you the argument you want and you run away. I mean, it's a little pathetic.
Even I like repeated back to him Mullins Tollins because I knew that I think my brain just automatically fixed what he was trying to say. Yeah, I don't know what modest talons is. Is that like a bird argument? Man, I had Matthew and Six on the board. They were going to absolutely fucking annihilate him.
You can always tell someone's losing a debate when they provide a formal argument. It's just an opportunity to bloviate and obfuscate away from engaging. Like, everyone can understand the point being made without formalizing it.
Yeah, absolutely. These are just baby Phil bros who are like, they just learned some philosophy terms and not quite accurately either. And then they try to make themselves look really good in front of people, but they end up making themselves look silly. At Tracy, formerly Yantu, with the $4.99. Dolkin, why are you naked? And can you DM me what's beneath? White shorts. I'm wearing white shorts underneath and shoes. I'm not completely naked, y'all. Just the shirt. No, y'all have to get us to 2,000 subs on Arwen's channel today if you want me to get naked on the live. All right, I'm just putting that out there. Man, he wasn't very talented. That's what someone just said in the YouTube comment section. Very good. Very good. You call evil good and good evil? No, I call good good and evil evil. Because, that would be weird. That's not how words work. Jape says, everyone sub to Arwen. Oh man, no, you're worth more than that, said Blue Balls. No, I sell out really easily, guys. 2,000 subs on Arwen's channel and I'm getting full on naked. All right. The first free drag queen show. Oh no, if you watch the Bible After Dark show, I look like this all the time. And for everyone on YouTube who cannot see what I look like, here, let me fix that for you real quick. This is what's going on over here on TikTok. Anyways, it's a drag show in more than one way because I look like this, but also I'm dragging Christians through the mud. So anyways, everyone make sure you're tapping that screen. And we got here a friendly I haven't seen in a long time. Brodo Swaggins. Are you a friendly, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I haven't seen you in a long ass time. How you doing, Brodo?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm good, man. I'm good. I usually stay in the comments. I don't comment too much. I'll just watch.
Man, I love the name. Brodo Swaggins. My friend Arwen, she has a name, Arwen, and she's also called Aragorn Lover. which is a quick reminder for everyone to make sure that you're also subscribed to the backup account for the Bible guy. It's called Just Dalton. What in the name underneath is wishing I was Aragorn. Completely unrelated to anything, of course.
That's awesome.
But what brings you up, bud?
Oh, I just had a question for Sticks, but I guess never mind.
Oh, Sticks, come on back. Brodo has a question for you.
I was just gonna ask him about Bayesian probability.
Oh, here we go. They're coming right back up.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
Yo, what's up, Sticks? I just
Hello.
wanted to know, is there like an actual formula you use to decide like your priors in Bayesian probability? Like what you assign like the prior probability at, or do you just kind of like best guess it?
Well, so it depends. Like if you're evaluating two propositions that are exhaustive, so for example, like I don't know, what would be an either okay, let's say like you're examining
Physical or not physical?
yeah, like the universe was created by a mind or the universe was not created by a mind, right? Like those are mutually exclusive propositions. Well, the priors when you're doing like a Bayesian update would have to equal 1, right? So how you establish those priors is a bit contentious, and one of the main kind of disputes within like Bayesian epistemology or Bayesian reasoning. There's something called in like probability theory, there's something called principle of indifference. And what that means is if you have two like propositions and you have no background information or priors or like and no way to like inform the prior distribution, you just assign them equal probabilities. So in this case, you would just assign them as 0.5 each. Now, obviously, if you had some background information that raises the prior probability of one over the other, then you can look to establish that. But yeah, it's not there is really no easy way to answer that question, and it really just depends on the kind of propositions being evaluated. The prior probability of a hypothesis being true, you might factor in like, I don't know, things like parsimony and stuff like that when you're doing prior calculation. Obviously, a hypothesis that has like a whole bunch of commitments or something, or like conjunctive propositions, might have a lower prior than one with more. So, for example, if I were to examine a hypothesis like I will find a coin on the ground, right? That I could maybe the probability of that is like, I don't know, 0.002% chance that happens, right? Or like 0.002 within the Bayesian formula. But if I make the statement, I'm going to find a 1945 silver nickel on the ground, like obviously that's going to be much lower. The prior probability of that happening is going to be much lower. So how you cash that out, how you calculate it, that's maybe a big question mark.
I see. So each like proposition you have to attach to any given hypothesis will lower the probability. So like bare atheism versus bare theism, atheism is just the proposition that a God doesn't exist, but then like bare theism, you would have to commit to like say an immaterial disembodied mind that's causally efficacious, and so each proposition would lower the probability.
That's correct. So that's called the conjunctive proposition penalty. For every like type of proposition, there like it kind of divides the probability space in half, right? You can think of it like some minds are causally efficacious and some minds are not causally efficacious. And if we don't know the background data or the background probability distribution, we would assign those equal priors as well. So you essentially chop that probability space in half every single time. So yeah, the more specific the hypothesis gets, the lower the prior probability gets.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted. I won't bore you guys any longer. I was just curious about little Bayesian probability.
Well, thank you for coming up, Brodo.
No problem, bro.
It was good to hear from you.
Of course, yeah.
Big W on the Lord of the Rings reference, everyone. All right, fantastic. What a great day it's been debate-wise. I mean, a lot of crash outs, a lot of baby Christians coming up. Has it been like that for you lately? Just a bunch of crashing out on like right from the start?
I've probably made at least 6 people crash out today, and I haven't gone live yet.
I feel like the I don't know, it's something about like the quality of Christians coming up has been far less than of recent months. Something about summer brings out the real babies and whiners in Christianity.
I typically have to hunt for like solid communication and conversation about Christianity.
Yeah.
Just going for the random encounter doesn't usually happen very often.
But if you're a Christian out there and you like to prove that there are good Christian, honest Christian interlocutors out there who would like to come up and have conversations with us about the Bible and Christianity and Jesus, feel free to call on up, hit that request button, and we'll have a conversation. I think there are more murders during the summer. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. My cousin has a farm with goats named one LeBron. That's LeBron. That's a basketball player, right? People are gonna hate me for that.
He's considered one of the greatest of all time basketball players, thus a GOAT.
Oh. Edward says it is best to read the whole book instead of a tiny phrase. I agree. I really wish Christians would actually read the Bible instead of just like all these like verses here and there. I know who Michael Jordan is, everybody. Just saying. I know who Michael Jordan is.
He's also considered a GOAT.
Yeah. Even though he was on the Bulls. I actually had a Michael Jordan jersey in high school, even though I don't watch sports, guys. The only time I ever watch sports on TV is Super Bowl Sunday. How you not know Braun, Dalton? That's why, because I don't. Was he in one of the... Wait, was LeBron James, is he the one from the new Space Jam movie? LeBron James?
I think he was, yeah.
All right. Then I do know who that...
Jordan was in the original.
Yeah. Okay, then I do know who LeBron James is. Yeah, not as good as the original Space Jam movie, but it was okay. I wouldn't admit to being a Cowboys fan either. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I mean, I don't know if I really have a team that I really root for. No, I don't. I just watch whatever's playing on Super Bowl Sunday and eat and watch the halftime show. Because I have family and stuff like that. But anyways, we got here Ava. Ava, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes. We are Charlie Kirk.
No, you're not.
I felt that was very necessary.
You know that no one can hear you except for us. Yeah. The only person she sung to was me and Matthew. She sang We Are Charlie Kirk, everyone. Cringe. Bray, are you at least 18 years old?
Hello.
Bray, are you at least 18 years old?
Niggers.
The only one who could hear you is me and Matthew. Batman, are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
All right. Your mic seems to be a bit muffled. Could you uncover it?
That's not covered.
Oh. Could you get closer to the mic?
Yeah, I mean, my face is, I'm like 2 inches. Well, not 2 inches. Probably about, a whole foot?
All right. You're probably going to have to enunciate a lot and make sure you talk at a slow pace because it's kind of hard to understand you. And are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right. I'm Dalton, the Bible guy. And which one of the 3 topics on the board would you like to talk about?
Let's go with the first one.
All right. I think the Bible is bullshit because it contains anachronisms, scientific and historical errors, and contradictions.
Okay, so I won't deny the contradictions. All books, from what I know, have contradictions within them.
Yeah, but this one has too many contradictions.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would expect because
Like,
the old was not how we follow, and then the new covenant. So the whole old covenant would contradict the whole new covenant, and the Old Testament would contradict the whole new.
would
Correct.
God contradict
That's
God?
not the
Because
kind.
yeah, that's not the kind we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that
No,
God
no,
says
how people.
we're talking about the fact that God says that one thing would happen, and then in the New Testament he said, actually, never mind, that's not going to be what the case is.
Either that or we're talking about localized contradictions within individual texts, such as contradictions held between Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, singular book of the Bible, yet contradictory all in itself. Or contradictions that are held between Gospels, such as contradictions held between Matthew and Luke. This would show that it is internally contradictory, not simply changing with time.
So by saying because Genesis 1 and 2, Genesis 1 contradicts Genesis 2.
Yeah, one of those stories isn't true. Probably both of them because they are scientifically inaccurate too.
Would you like me to give you an example of a contradiction held between Genesis 1 and Genesis 2?
Yeah, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void.
Sure, that's not the contradiction that I'm stating. If you want me to give you a contradiction, then I'm going to be the one that gives you contradiction, right?
Oh, that's why I was asking.
Go ahead and give him the contradiction, Matthew.
Okay, so Genesis 1, what comes first in Genesis 1, plants or humans? I'll give you a hint.
So
Plants come first.
The heaven and the earth were first.
Between plants and humans, which is first?
My bad. So it says, so the nature was made first, created first.
Plants came first. The plants with the seeds and the fruiting trees, correct? And then humans don't come till far later, day 6. Okay, in Genesis 2, when it's discussing the creation of Adam, when Adam is formed of the dust of the earth, what does it say about the plants?
What? Oh, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb.
Nothing had yet sprouted because nobody had yet watered the earth. Then Adam was formed, and then the garden was formed. So humans come prior to plants in Genesis 2. That would be a contradiction.
So, and it says, "Let there be light," called darkness.
What? No, don't. You're. God, my God. We're talking about. We're talking about which one came first, the plants or the humans. Why is this conversation very difficult for you to follow?
So what was given to Adam? That Adam was first before what he would plant came. So what he planted was not on earth until Adam planted it.
No, there was no plants according to Genesis 2.
Genesis 2 said no plants had yet sprouted because nothing had yet been watered. No plants. Yet Genesis 1, it says trees bearing fruit on day 3. Only trees that are fully grown bear fruit. So Genesis 1 states plants first and then people. Genesis 2 says Adam first and then plants.
So yeah, God created multiple trees. So it was a fruit tree. It had nothing to do with a plant. That was the yielding seed.
My God!
It's in it.
On day 3, all plants were created, and according to Genesis 2, there was no plants on the earth before Adam.
Genesis 1 verse what? It says plants were created.
Yeah, on the 3rd day.
On the 3rd day. Okay, so I'll keep reading.
Yeah, here.
And that's prior to the creation of man.
Yeah, let's see. Genesis chapter 1 verse 9. And God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together were called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind on earth, and that bear fruit with seed in it." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed of every kind, and trees of every kind bearing fruit with the seed in it. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the 3rd day.
What version are you reading?
The Hebrew.
So that's that you read in Hebrew and English. How did you read Hebrew and English?
I read Hebrew.
Because he can read Hebrew, he can speak Hebrew, and he can translate Hebrew to English.
So
Vayomer Elohim Yaku Hamayim Mikatat Hashemayim Al Makum.
Okay, so every other Bible from the so every Bible I have, so you read the Hebrew. So every other Bible does not say what yours says. How come that is?
No, I could probably find an English translation that says exactly what I just said.
Okay, so yeah, give me the English translation that says what you just said.
New Revised Standard Version, Updated Edition.
Okay, that I do not have. New Revised, what the heck? What?
The New Revised Standard Version, Updated Edition. It is the Scholar.
NRSV updated edition.
Yeah, it is the Scholar.
NRSV?
Yes. God damn. And these people are voting.
Okay, so we'll get chapter 11, verse 11.
Yeah, verse 11 in the NRSV, we would say, in quote, then God said, let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind on earth that bear fruit with the seed in it. And it was so. That's what verse 11 says in the NRSV UE. Every day I lose hope.
Oh, wait, so yeah. So the earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed of every kind, and trees of every kind bearing fruit. So it says plants yielding the seed. So the plants were yielding the seed of every kind.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So, yes,
That's what I said. Plants prior to man.
So what?
That's what I said.
What Moses planted was yielded.
Moses.
Not Moses. My bad. What Adam planted was yielded.
Damn.
So what Adam planted was inside of the
yeah, and according to Genesis 1, Adam did not exist on day 3. Because humankind did not come about until day 6.
That is why when he was born, that's why he planted everything that the plants yielded.
Which one came first, plants or the human?
What the fruits, what God created here, that came first. But what God asked him to plant did not come first.
No, Genesis 2 that says there were no plants before Adam was made. God damn. When no plant of the field was yet in the earth, and no vegetation of the field had yet sprung up, where the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was no one to till the ground. But a stream would rise from the earth and water the whole face of the ground. Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. So man is created first in Genesis 2, and then the plants.
That's what we call a contradiction. I mean, it does take a lot of brain power to complicate what came first, a chicken or an egg. I mean, shit.
So what is Genesis 1 speaking about? The creation of what?
Plants.
The creation of what?
Plants.
So it's not speaking about the Garden of Eden.
There are.
It is not. So it's
The
speaking
book of
about the earth.
Genesis 2.
No. We're going to clarify this.
God damn, I'm talking one of the dumbest fuckers on the planet. Genesis 1, I'll say it very slowly for you. So listen, all right? Genesis 1 says, God makes all plants on day 3, creates man on day 6. Genesis 2 says, there are no plants on the earth. Then God makes man. Then God makes garden with plants. Does that help?
Okay, so the Garden of Eden and the earth are the same place, or
It says the earth in Genesis 2 that there was no plants
Okay,
upon
so-
the earth.
So Adam and Eve, when they were created, were on Earth, not on the Garden of Eden. Crazy, huh? So when they were created, they were already on Earth and
Okay,
condemned.
listen,
Holy crap.
I don't think you have the boots for this conversation. You're not
No,
able.
you're just
You're not able to
You gotta
track
stop.
the simplest
Explain-
conversation.
I'm not sure he has the boots to tie his shoes.
Yeah,
Oh my
this is really sad. Which listen, this is what I expected from a Trump supporter, that your reading comprehensive skills would be so dog shit that you don't understand the basic words of Genesis chapter 2. But we're not surprised. God damn. Every day I lose a little bit more hope in humanity's ability. I understand now what Jeff means by this is the end of the species. God damn. ETH, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
All right. And are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
All right. I'm Dalton the Bible guy. Which one of the 3 points on the board would you like to talk to us about?
I would like to talk about the very first point, that the Bible is BS. Why would you personally think that it is?
The reason I would say that is because the Bible has anachronisms and contradictions and scientific and historical inaccuracies.
Tell me one. Tell me
Yeah.
one contradiction.
Who killed Goliath?
David.
Except for in 2 Samuel 21 verse 19 where it says that Elhanan, the son of Jair-Oregim, killed Goliath.
Do you think that maybe could have been a different name and not properly translated to the said English version?
Nope, because I'm looking at the original Hebrew and it says the same exact thing, that Elhanan ben Yair-Oregim.
Did not know about that. I did not.
Was Jesus crucified on Passover or on the day before Passover?
He was crucified on the day of Passover.
That would be true if we're talking about the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, where it says he's crucified on the Passover at 9 a.m. It would be wrong if we're reading the Gospel of John, where it says he was crucified in the afternoon on the preparation day for the Passover, John 19, verse 14.
Okay, yes, but then you also have to remember that it is created by multiple people, so there would be always be infatualities.
So you agree with me that there are contradictions in the Bible?
I believe that different people seeing different things and having different times is a thing.
Wait, no, was
That would be
Jesus?
what a contradiction is.
Yeah, no, this is talking about Jesus was crucified either on Passover or on the day before Passover. That's not a matter of perspective. That's just one of those is wrong.
Did the
Then I would
cleansing of
have
the
to say
temple happen at the beginning of Jesus' ministry or the end of his life?
Excuse me, can you please say that again? I did not hear the full statement.
Did the cleansing of the temple occur at the beginning of Jesus' ministry or in the last week of his life?
Here, I got it. And they're gone.
We lost our guest.
Oh well. What do you expect from these people? Anyways, that seems to be. Oh wait, we got one more. Uncle Snufkin, are you at least 18 years old? They're loading in. So, are you at least 18 years old? Probably not then. All right. Anyways, let's see who's live right now that I can send you crazy kids off to. Let's see, because I'm going to do some exercising after this. And then when Arwen wakes up, me and her are going to work on something together for her YouTube channel. Have you read the Bible, sir? Nope, never heard of it. What's this Bible you refer to? Let's see.
Well, what Bible?
The Bible? Never heard of it.
Sure what that is.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm going to send you all over to Johnny B's channel. Go over to Johnny B and tell him that the Bible guy sent you. We haven't seen a good Johnny B raid in quite some time. So go over to Johnny B, tell him that the Bible guy sent you. And with that, I've been the Bible guy. Oh, wait, check your DMs, please, says YouTube Punk. Okay, 1 second. Let me take a look. Discord. Give y'all some really nasty ASMR. Sorry. Can you ask Matthew if he has the FPS Doug boom headshot on his soundboard, or my hands are shaking? Did you hear that, Matthew?
I don't have a soundboard. But
Yeah,
I know
Matthew-
what sound effect you're talking about.
Yeah, Matthew does not have a soundboard, YouTube Punk, so I do not know what you are referencing. But anyways, I've been the Bible guy. Remember to keep reading, keep learning, and we'll see you all again tomorrow on the Jovan Bradley Show at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.
Born from dust and questioning fire, wielding truth like a sword of desire. Ancient scrolls and cosmic flame, he tears through myth, he breaks the chain. Echoes of prophets, the scars align, knowledge and thunder intertwine. Reason ascends where blind faith fell, he reads the word and he reads it well. The Bible guy, seeker of the light, through time and fire he rides the night, with reason's blade and wisdom's cry. The world shall hear the Bible guy. Scrolls of ages, words aflame, he dares to question every name. From Eden's dawn to Calvary's sky, he breaks the chains of every lie. Logos, Logos, the word and the flame, reason shall